All right, bottom of the sixth inning here at Melchie Field at Conrad Park. Suns lead it 8-5 over the Scorpions. They scored 2 in the sixth inning to lead this one 8-5 as Josh Reynolds steps in and hits one towards center field, but Bell is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning.
And to recap, we lost power in the top of the fifth inning, a ballpark-wide power outage that took us offline all the way around the ballpark. The Suns win in order in the fifth. Scorpions win in order. A walk from Hoglund was erased on a double play ball. The Suns got 2 runs in the sixth inning on a Montenegro single and a McNamara single to give them an 8-5 lead.
So Fausto Lopez steps in, and he takes a first pitch strike on the outer half of the plate, 0-1. Lopez is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Against Jones, as Jones working from the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball, bounces to the plate. Count is now even at 1. Kyle Brana has struggled on the mound for Seminole County today. Not his normal self, obviously, where he's been all year, as Lopez takes that one inside for a ball, 2-1. Brana, 3 innings thus far, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. As here comes the 2-1. That one is high and tight for ball 3, 3-1. Seminole County was up in this game 5-2, but the Suns have 6 unanswered runs and lead it 8-5. Here comes the 3-1. That one swung and chopped down the third base line and foul. Jeff Lemon in the third base coaching box couldn't make the play. Count is now full. Here comes the 3-2. That one catches the outside corner for strike 3. He got him. Nice pitch there from Tyler Jones to retire Lopez.
And since beginning his outing with putting 2 guys on in the fourth inning, Tyler Jones has retired 6 of the last 7, and the only guy he didn't retire, the walk to Gunnar Hoglund, he put him out on a 5-4-3 double play, so Jones has settled in very nicely here for the Suns.
I'll bring up Bobby Spitolski, who's reached base twice, and he grounds one to short. Fornari fields it, throws it on to first for the final out of the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Jones. We head to the 7th. Suns lead it 8-5. You're listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. Back at it, 7th inning. Suns lead at 8-5 as 8-9-1 due up for the Suns. Joe Burke steps in and takes a first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0, Kyle Brana. 3 innings pitched, 40 strikes, 22 balls, 62 pitches for the righty. As That one is swung on and fouled towards the DeLand dugout. Count is now even at 1.
And for the Suns, they just looking to add some more here in the 7th inning. A 3-run lead, but a Scorpions offense that already has a 5-run inning in this game.
Here comes the 1-1, then breaking ball. It's a slow chopper towards third. Charging in as Georgie barehands it, throws it on to first, in time for the out. What a play by Anthony George as he came rolling in and charged on that ball, barehanded it, and threw it on to first.
Yeah, great play there by the third baseman, George. Burke not the fleetest of foot, but able to throw him out by about a half step on a ball that very easily could have been a base hit, so nice play from George.
I'll bring up Robert Bell, who doubled his last time up. It looked like it was going to be a home run, and one hopped the wall towards the Bud Light sign in left field. Here comes the first pitch. That one taken outside for ball 1, 1-0. So here comes the 1-1 from Brana. That one he spikes in the dirt inside. 2-0 to Robert Bell. Earlier this year, Robert Bell hit a grand slam at Sanford Memorial Stadium. So he's had success against Seminole County this year. Here comes the 2-0. That one in there for a strike on the inner half of the plate. 2-1. Bronner working a little bit quickly here. So here comes the 2-1. That one chopped towards first base. Reynolds fields it, throws it on to first to Brana as he was coming in to cover. He steps on the bag just in time to get Bell for the second out.
Yeah, the Scorpions took that one a little bit too lackadaisically, and Rick Hall's coming out to make the argument that indeed Bell should be on first base, and Hall is going to voice his displeasure. I think the Scorpions thought that play was going to be easier than it actually was, as Bell made that very, very close.
Yeah, it was very close because Brana was coming over to go to cover the bag, and it looked like he bobbled the ball in his glove. I don't know if that made a difference. But great hustle from Bell is now the umpires are going to talk it over, it seems like. But the first base umpire had the best view at it, so I don't know why he's going home to see what he thinks. But
take a look at the replay here as
they do call him out. So the umpires gather together and they do call him out, but Ryan's going to check out the replay, see how close it was.
He was safe.
Yeah, it was close. I mean, he was there in time. It was a bang-bang play. It looked like he was safe on the replay, but the Scorpions do get a break. So there'll be 2 outs. No one on for Joe McNamara. McNamara singled back in the 6th inning. And he swings and drives one towards center field. Reichman right there, and he'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Brana. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Suns still lead it 8-5. You are listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. Bottom of the 7th inning as Brooks Reichman steps in the batter's box, takes a strike, 0-1. 9-1-2 due up for the Scorps here in the inning. Tyler Jones still out there and pitching well as Reichman fouls that one out of play towards the right side, quickly 0-2.
And you got to think the way he's pitched today, they may lean on Tyler Jones to just go the rest of the way. He's only thrown 32 pitches. He only threw 30 pitches in 3 innings. That pace, he could more than enough go all the way in this game.
It's the 0-2 breaking ball down low for a ball, 1-2 to Reichman. Reichman with 2 singles on the ball game. Single back in the 4th. That is the only hit for the Scorpions here in this suspended game since yesterday. So that one is taken down low for a ball, 2-2. That 2-2 is taken down low. 3-2 now to Reichman. And Reichman is a very patient hitter. He draws walks and looks for his pitch. The average isn't where it wants to be, but that 3-2 is taken down low for ball 4. So Reichman aboard on a leadoff walk, and that'll bring up the top of the order and Topher Grant.
Leadoff walk for the second time in the 4 innings that have been played today for the Scorps. They've put 4 of their 7 leadoff hitters aboard on the game. Did it in the 1st and 2nd yesterday, and they've done it in the 4th and 7th today.
Topher Grant, he grounded out to a double play his first time up, or his last time up rather, is Reichman going for second. It's a hit and run. It's a pop up towards right field, shallow right field. Going back is Burke. He dives and foul ground. Did he make the catch? He did. Nice play there from Joe Burke at first base as he was drifting towards foul ground, towards shallow right field. Makes it over the shoulder sliding catch for the out.
Excellent play by Joe Burke, showing why he is one of the 10 DeLand Sons that'll head to the Prospect Showcase on Tuesday in Cary, North Carolina, making an outstanding defensive play to send Topher Grant back. He didn't take away a hit because it was in foul territory. Still gets a big first out, and now double play depth in the middle for the Suns to try to end the inning.
Anthony George steps in. He flew out his last time up. Does have 2 hits in the ball game. He's 2 for 3. As Jones tries the pick off chance at first base, but Reichman slides in safely. Here comes the 1-0, that one. The drive towards deep left center field. Going back is Townsend. He's not going to get there. George headed for second. Reichman rounding third. He's going to try to score the throw, or try to score. It was cut off at shortstop, the throw into the infield, and it's going to be an RBI double by Anthony George.
George just plugging that one into the left center field gap. A easy double for the 2-hole hitter. His 3rd hit of the game. He's driven in 3 of the 6 runs for Seminole County, as now the tying run comes to the plate in the person of Parker Smith.
Smith struck out swinging his first time up, or his last time up. I'm sorry about that. Last time up. He's also has a home run in this game, a 2-run shot in the 2nd inning in yesterday's game, as that one is taken down low for a ball, 1-0.
No action in the Suns bullpen. They are sticking with Tyler Jones.
George got a pretty big lead off second. Here comes the 1-0. That one swung on and missed. Strike 1, 1-1.
As now action looks like it may begin in earnest in the Suns bullpen, as the other catcher that's not in the lineup, Christian Pregent, will mosey on down as actions may start for the Suns.
1-1 the count. George at second as Jones spins over, looks at George, but he's in time. No throw on the pickoff. Count is still 1-1. 1 out as Topher Grant popped up and foul ground to first base for the first out, as that one is in the dirt. 2-1.
Looks like it'll be Garrett Priestley, the left-hander out of Marshall, that will get going in the Suns' pen.
Here comes the 2-1 to Parker Smith. That one, he gets it out of the way. It was inside. 3-1 now. Hitters count for the red hot Parker Smith, who struggled mightily to start the year, but got his average almost near to 300. He's been swinging the bat well. Here comes the 3-1. That one swung on and fouled right back. Count runs full. Now on Parker Smith. Jones gets a sign. Here comes the 3-2. That one chopped down the third base line. It's going to get by into left field. Coming around to score is Anthony George. Going into second is Parker Smith. And just like that, the Scorpions are back in it. It's an 8-7 ball game.
Back-to-back RBI doubles from the 2- and 3-hole hitters as their second time through the order against Tyler Jones. The Scorps able to sit on what he's throwing, and they are within a run. The tying run at second and the go-ahead run is Gunnar Hoagland.
Hoagland walked his last time up. Also struck out and popped out. The first pitch to Hoagland is inside for a ball, 1-0. Big spot here for Gunnar. Has an opportunity to tie this ball game with a base hit. As Smith gets his lead off second, here comes the 1-0. That one swung on, chopped towards first base. Burke fields it, steps on the bag at first for the second out. Smith will head to third, and that'll bring up Riley Wash.
Big second out there to get for Tyler Jones as he looks to protect this one-run lead for the Suns. As got to think this is probably it for Tyler Jones. He's worked 4 solid innings for the Suns, but probably going to turn it over to the bullpen if he can get this final out of the inning.
So Riley Wash steps in, and he takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Wash is grounded out to 2 double plays, and 2 double plays today. It's also a pop-up. Here comes the 0-1. That one high and outside for a ball. 1-1. Big opportunity for Riley Wash to get out of a little slump. He's been struggling at the plate since he hit that home run on Monday. And that one, he swings and chops it towards third base. Coming over is Garrett Wallace. He'll field it, throw it on to first for the final out of the inning. But not before 2 RBI doubles by Anthony George and Parker Smith to get this game at 8-7. We head to the 8th. You are listening to Florida League Baseball on YouTube Live. Back at it, 8th inning. 2-3-4 due up for the Suns, as they are clinging to an 8-7 lead as Hunter Fornari steps in the batter's box. Kyle Brana still out there for Seminole County. And here comes the first pitch to Fornari. That one in there for a strike. 0-1. Brana coming out for his 5th inning of work. And that one is taken outside, 1-1. Fornari struck out his last time up, but has reached base 3 times. 2 singles and a walk.
Action is up in the Seminole County bullpen behind Brana.
That looks like it's going to be Michael Morse as Fornari swings through that one, 1-2.
Probably going to be the last inning of work for Brana. He's at 73 pitches, which I think probably a season high for him.
Absolutely, as that 1-2 is swung on and chopped down the third base line and foul. Count will remain 1-2 to Fornari. So here comes the 1-2 to Fornari. He's swung on. It's a ball hit to first base, and then Reynolds throws it on to first to Brana covering the bag. Fornari will be in there safely as he reached for that one and made contact as Reynolds tried to backhand it. It popped out of his glove. Brana was going over to field or going over to cover first base, and the throw got by Brana, so that will be a hit for Fornari.
Yeah, that one just kind of poked into no man's land for the 3rd hit of the game by Hunter Fornari, who has reached base 4 times in this contest. Now the Suns looking to get a little bit of insurance. It's been a quiet day for Mark Townsend. 2 walks and a pop-out to go with a double back in the 1st.
He takes the first pitch ball outside, 1-0. Brana sets. Here comes the 1-0. That one chopped towards the hole in second base. Gets by the glove of Spitolski. That'll be a hit for Townsend. And the Suns have runners at second and first. No one out. Townsend just finds the hole there at second.
Spitolski just ranged and ranged and ranged and finally ran out of room. And that is going to draw a visit from the dugout for Seminole County. We'll see if this is a let's get our pitcher some more time visit, or if this is going to be an ask for the ball visit.
Let's see what Jeff Lemon is going to do here. It looks like he's just going to talk to his pitcher and tell him to calm down now. There's only runners at second and first. Balls really weren't hit that hard. Brana has been very reliable this year for Seminole County and has worked out of jams before. Today he's gotten hit a little bit. 8 hits he's given up today, but he's very poised and confident. Let's see if he can get out of this jam here.
8 hits allowed, but the Suns have only put 2 runs on him as the first run of the game. That 6th run that came across back in inning number 4 was officially charged to Ethan Kohler, who put Tim Dixon on. Robert Bell would come around to score in his place.
So Peter Hutzel steps in. Hutzel is 1 for 4 on the afternoon. As Brana checks the runner at second, here it comes. That one inside for a ball, 1-0. Big opportunity here for DeLand to extend the lead. Seminole County came back, scored 2 in the 7th to make it 8-7. That one swung on. It's a pop-up in the infield towards shortstop. Fausto Lopez ranges over and corrals that one for the first out of the inning. Nice pitch there for Brana. Big out.
The infield fly was ruled regardless whether the ball was caught or not, but Lopez able to bring it in. And now a double play can get the Scorps out of the inning. They got one back in the 4th inning to get them out of a bases-loaded jam. See if they can do it again.
That double play in the 4th inning was hit by Alan Alonso. And the first pitch to Alonso, breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1.
Dove through the zone to Alonso, and wise to hold off. Not much he probably could have done with it. Now see what he's given 0-1 in probably the final inning for Kyle Brana, who's up throwing his 81st pitch.
He steps off, and Forinari gets back safely, no throw. So 0-1 on Alan Alonso as runners at second and first, and Brana again looking over at Hunter Forinari at second. Here comes the 0-1. That one, he checks his swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Count is 1-1. Inning was started with back-to-back singles by Forinari and Townsend towards the right side, and now Alan Alonso has an opportunity here. So here comes the 1-1. That one swung on and just got a piece of that one. Count is now 1-2.
Ball upstairs that Alonso chased after. Just got the bottom of the baseball to foul it off. And a big opportunity here for Brana to get a second out and deal with Rodrigo Montenegro, who is 1 for 3.
This is a big inning for Seminole County here. If they can get out of this inning without giving up a run, they'd give them a little bit of momentum going into the bottom of the 8th inning. As 1-2 the count here on Alonso. One down, runners at second and first. Brana checks the runner. The runners both go. That one swung on, a fly ball hit towards left field, ranging over, and he'll make the catch as Parker Smith for the second out. Nice job by Brana.
Now the Suns have had plenty of opportunities in this game. They leave these on. I think there'll be north of 10 runners left on base during this game, as Rodrigo Montenegro will try to get a big insurance run across for DeLand.
Montenegro singled his last time up. Also walked in this game, 2 strikeouts. Here comes the first pitch. That one breaking ball outside. 1-0.
Brana's looping breaking ball, missing low and outside to Montenegro. As the all-star catcher, another guy that's heading to the prospect showcase. Trying to come up with a big hit here for DeLand.
Brana checks the runner at second. He throws back and not in time. Forinari slides in head first. As Brana wants to talk to his catcher, Riley Wash, maybe something with the signs. It was brief as Brana walks back to the mound, but
either the signs or maybe Brana saw something he can exploit on Forinari, maybe some sort of back pick play. If they think Forinari is being lackadaisical, tell him, hey, zip it back to me, and I might be able to get him picked at second base.
Here comes the 1-0. That one spiked in the dirt. Gets by Wash as it goes right down the first base line in foul ground, and the runners will advance.
A wild pitch off the arm of Brana. Now a big spot for him. Second and third now with 2 outs. A base hit could give those 2 runs right back to the Suns if Montenegro can come through, as Brana throwing his 86th pitch of the outing.
Big spot here for Seminole County. Here comes the 2-0. That one, a drive towards right center field coming in, and it's going to drop for a base hit into center field. 1 run will score. Townsend coming around to score, and the Suns lead it 10-7.
Rodrigo Montenegro coming through with a big 2-run single. He's had himself a huge day, especially the RBI single back in the 6th inning, and then an RBI, 2 RBI single here in the 8th inning to re-extend this lead for the DeLand Suns.
Big hit there for Montenegro gives the Suns a 3-run advantage. It's the 14th hit of the ball game for DeLand. As Garrett Wallace steps in and he swings through that first pitch 0-1. Wallace is 0 for 4 in this game. He's got 2 flyouts, 2 groundouts. That one is outside. Count is 1-1 on Wallace. So Seminole County gets this game at 8-7 in the 7th inning, but Suns answer right back. They've done that a lot in this ball game as Wallace swings and flies that one into shallow right field. Spitolski ranges over for the final out of the inning, but not before the Suns strike 2 on the Rodrigo Montenegro RBI single. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Suns lead it 10-7. You are listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. Bottom of the 8th inning here at Melchett Field at Conrad Park in DeLand as 6, 7, 8 due up for Seminole County. Tyler Jones still on the hill for DeLand. As Josh Reynolds steps in, he's 1 for 3 on the ball game, and he takes a first pitch ball inside, 1-0.
Jones is still perfectly okay as far as pitch count goes. He's only thrown 50 pitches. Seminole County did start to get to him last inning. Garrett Priestley looks ready to go out in the bullpen, so maybe a short leash here for Jones.
So 2-0, quickly the count on Josh Reynolds. He's trying to start something up here in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes the 2-0, that one outside for ball 3, 3-0.
Reynolds, Lopez, Spitolski, Reichman in the top of the order. Reichman, Grant, and George all guaranteed to get at-bats either this inning or the next for Seminole County as action is up in both bullpens at the moment.
Here comes the 3-0. He's swinging, and he pops it up behind home plate. Rodrigo Montenegro ranges back, and he'll make the catch. Just a killer out there for the Scorpions as it was a 3-0 pitch, and Reynolds was hacking, and he fouled it back, and Rodrigo Montenegro made the catch.
Yeah, that's a pitch you have to take. 3-0 to start an inning with a guy that has been a little erratic last inning, give up a walk and a couple of doubles. That's a pitch you just cannot swing at.
I'll bring up Fausto Lopez. He takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. Lopez struck out looking his last time up. He swings and chops ones towards short. Foreignari fields it on a hop, throws it on to first to Burke for the second out of the inning. Quickly 2 up, 2 down for the Scorps here in the 8th.
And this is big for Tyler Jones here to get these first 2 outs after taking on some damage in the 7th inning. He's taken the bottom of this Seminole County order, Reynolds and Lopez, and put him down. If he can put Spitolski down, then it gives your offense a chance to add some runs in the top of the 9th and more than likely, either send him back out there or turn it over to Garrett Priestley.
It's going to be a pinch hitter for the Scorpions. It's Nick Wells hitting for Bobby Spitolski here with 2 down, no one on. And that first pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0.
Spitolski's probably going to eat some pierogies. Good Polish name like Spitolski.
Wells 5 for 34 this year. He does have a hit in this series. That came Thursday night. And that 1-0 is taken for a strike, 1-1.
Second game of this doubleheader will begin a half an hour after the conclusion of this one, between a half hour and 45 minutes. So we'll be into the 7 o'clock hour once we get game 2 rolling.
That 1-1 taken down low and outside for a ball. 2-1 now to Nick Wells. It's Jones working from the windup. Here comes the 2-1. That one swung on, grounder towards short. Foreignari fields it, throws it on to first to Burke for the final out of the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Jones. Suns still lead it 10-7. We head to the 9th. You are listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. Ninth inning. 10-7 your score. Suns lead it over the Scorps. Bottom of the lineup due up for the Suns. Joe Burke, Robert Bell, and Joe McNamara. As Joe Burke steps in the batter's box against new pitcher Kyle Richardson. And the first pitch to Burke is in there for a strike, 0-1. Richardson not listed as a pitcher. He's been playing in the infield all year, and here in the 10-7 ball game in the 9th, getting the opportunity to pitch.
And the first time that he has pitched this summer for the Scorpions. The Scorpions know they got 7 more innings today that they're going to have to try to find a way to get. Their schedule starter is Andrew Pariso, who's only thrown 7 1/3 innings this season.
And that one swung on, and a drive deep towards right center field. It's going to get down as Burke slips and falls. He's going to stop at first, as that would have been a double, but he slipped on the turn, and it's going to be a long single.
And I think a couple of his teammates are letting him hear about it in the dugout as he clubbed that one, as he is in the hit column for these DeLand Suns. 8 of 9 have found their way on base in some way, shape, or form in this contest as the Suns pick up hit number 15 on the game. And got a runner on first. They could have had a runner even on third if Burke had gotten the right read on that one, but the snipers up at the top of the press box took him out.
So Bell up at the plate now with a runner on first, and the first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Some defensive changes for the Scorps here in the ninth inning. Reynolds moves to third. George moves to second. Hoagland moves from right field to first base. Nick Wells in right as Bell swings and towers that one towards the left field, and going back and making the catch there is Parker Smith for the first out.
Brings the top of the order, sixth appearance of Joe McNamara, who's 2 for 5 today. The top of the order has done plenty of damage for the Suns. 2 hits for McNamara, 3 hits for Fornari, 2 hits for Townsend, as well as 2 hits for Alonso, 2 hits for Montenegro, 2 hits for the 9-hole between Dixon and Bell.
Richardson sets, and here comes the first pitch to McNamara. It's in there for a strike, 0-1. Kyle's played shortstop and third base this year for Seminole County. This is his first time on the mound, as that one runs outside for a ball, 1-1. Other scores around the Florida League. Sanford ahead of Winter Garden 2-1. That's a doubleheader, as that one is taken outside for a ball, 2-1. That game might have just ended. So that's a doubleheader in Sanford. As McNamara swings and fouls that one out of play towards the Seminole County dugout. Count is now even at 2.
Ratson out away from winning in that one. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning of a scheduled 7. They'll play 2 today there in Sanford between the Rats and the Squeeze, as the Squeeze look to avoid a 20-game winless streak. They're unable to win either game tonight. Their winless streak would fall to 20, and they'd have one more chance tomorrow to avoid a month-long winless streak.
That 2-2 swung on and missed. Strike 3, he got him. Kyle Richardson with his first strikeout of the season on the mound. And that'll bring up Hunter Fornari with 2 down.
And looking to work a scoreless inning and give the Scorps a chance in the bottom of the 7th inning, or bottom of the 9th inning, I should say. 3 runs is not a deficit that cannot be overcome. But Fornari looking to pick up his 4th hit of the game, 2 of which have come today.
Richardson steps off and throws on to first to check on Burt. He's in there standing. Here comes the first pitch to Fornari. He grounds one to shortstop. Lopez fields it, throws it on to second to George for the final out of the inning. So Kyle Richardson works a scoreless 9th inning. He's pretty pumped up about that, as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Scorps. Suns lead it 10-7. You are listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. Bottom of the ninth. 9-1-2 due up for the Scorps. Tyler Jones still on the mound as Brooks Reichman steps in the batter's box and swings through that first pitch 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. That one spiked in the dirt. Count is even at 1. Reichman, Grant, and George due up here in this inning as Brooks trying to start a rally here in the bottom of the ninth. So here comes the 1-1 from Tyler Jones. That one is inside for a ball. 2-1.
Jones says if he gets one more out here, will have gone over 5 innings for just the second time this season. He went 7 2/3 innings, allowing a run on 4 hits and a 1-0 loss to Winter Park.
Reichman swings and drives one towards third base. Fielding it and throwing it on to first is Garrett Wallace for the first out of the inning. So the Scorps down to their final 2 outs, and Topher Grant steps in the batter's box.
And Jones would get the win if he gets these final 2 outs, and what a line for him. 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 3, struck out 2. And he has himself in line to pick up the win today for the DeLand Suns, which would be their 22nd win of the 2019 season, evening what the team did in the championship season last year.
That first pitch to Topher Grant in there for a strike. 0-1. After this doubleheader, the Scorpions face off with Winter Garden tomorrow at Lake Mineola High School at 11 a.m. That's a big ball game for both teams. Here's the pitch to Grant. That one in there for a strike. 1-2. So here comes the 1-2 to Topher Grant. It's a breaking ball. He just gets a piece. So that one dribbles towards the on-deck circle. And Anthony George throws it back to the catcher. So here comes the 1-2 to Topher Grant. That fastball swung on and fouled out of play. Nice battle here from Grant. Grant does have a hit in this ball game. That came in the first inning yesterday. Also walked. Here comes the 1-2. That one high and tight for a ball. 2-2. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one down low for ball 3. 3-2. Nice job here from Topher Grant. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Upcoming. Here comes the 3-2. That one swung on and chopped towards shortstop. Foreignari tries to field it, and he pops out of his glove. It's going to be an error on Hunter Foreignari as he taps his chest, says, "My bad," to Tyler Jones. And the Scorps get a base runner for Anthony George.
Just tried to take it off the short hop and flipped it over towards Garrett Wallace, and there wasn't anything Wallace could do about it once he had the baseball. So aboard is Topher Grant, and the tying run stands in the on-deck circle in the person of Parker Smith. Already has 2 extra base hits today.
So Anthony George steps in. Now he doubled his last time up in the left center field gap. Here's the Scorps trail by 3, 10-7. Topher Grant on at first. Here comes the first pitch to George. That one a breaking ball inside. 1-0.
If Jones were getting into any more trouble, you wonder if the Suns would go try to get the final couple of outs out of the bullpen.
Here comes that 1-0 pitch. That one is down low for ball 2. 2-0 as Anthony George now ahead in the count. Looking for something to drive as he's done all year for Seminole County. Here comes the 2-0. That one hits him. So Anthony George aboard with a hit by pitch. And the tying run comes to the plate in Parker Smith as head coach Rick Hall looking to possibly make a move to the bullpen. He will.
Tyler Jones throws 5 1/3. Excellent innings for the Suns, but they're going to turn it over to the closer. It's going to be Alex Franzen time. The KWC Panther out of Kentucky Wesleyan will try to finish it off for the Suns.
Runners at second and first, 1 out. We're going to take a quick break. Suns still lead it 10-7. You're listening to Florida League Baseball on YouTube. Back at it, bottom 9, 1 out. Runners at second and first for Parker Smith, new pitcher on the mound for the Suns. That's Alex Franzen trying to close things out, but needs 2 outs to get it.
And the tying run is at the plate, and 2 of the most dangerous hitters in the Seminole County order. They can go back-to-back doubles and tie this game, or 1 home run from Smith or Hogland.
Here comes the first pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 on Parker Smith. Smith doubled in the 7th inning.
Franzen a 1.20 ERA.
That breaking ball taken high and inside. Count is now even at 1.
15 innings, 22 strikeouts to just 4 walks with 10 hits allowed. Opposing hitters hitting 189 against him.
That 1-1, he swings right through. Count is now 1-2 to Parker Smith. Your Seminole County right now have an opportunity to tie this ball game up with 1 swing of the bat. Here comes the 1-2. That one inside. Count is now even.
Franzen has not pitched for the Suns since June 27th after pitching every 3 or 4 days before that. So just trying to get back into his groove here, trying to avoid putting the tying run on base as a 2-2 pitch is ready.
Franzen checks Grant at second. Here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball swung on. It's a towering fly ball headed towards foul ground. Townsend ranging over. He's going to run out of room. It's going to hit the tent in the DeLand bullpen.
And yes, the DeLand Suns bullpen has a tent they bring every game to try to stay out of the sun whenever they have to play in daylight. And they scurried from underneath that tent as the ball bounced off the top, made a nice indentation. And like maybe Cole Beverlin and Nate Palmer all scurried their way out of the way of that projectile.
Here comes the 2-2. That one runs inside. Count is now full. So Parker Smith working the at-bat, now has a full count. Franzen's got to dig deep here. Checks the runner on second. Here comes the 3-2. That one swung on, fly ball towards deep left field, going back, and it's going to be foul ball, a foul ball. Mark Townsend ran out of room, but it didn't matter as that ball was crushed just a hair foul.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming. A couple other ballparks in this league, that's hooking around a foul pole for a game-tying 3-run home run.
Parker Smith does have a home run in this game. It came yesterday, a 2-run shot against Cole Beverlin in the 2nd inning. As he calls time, Seminole County still in that 5th spot in the Florida League standings, sitting at 5-20-1. Winter Garden right behind them at 4-22-1. Here comes the 3-2. That one swung on, chop foul down the third base line. Smith, his double came right down the third base line into left field past the glove of Wallace. And he's fouled 3 pitches towards left field. So here comes the 3-2. Once again, that one swung on and fouled right back. Nice job here by Parker Smith.
10th pitch of the at-bat coming from Franzen to Smith as the Kentucky Wesleyan right-hander trying to get the second out of the inning or a double play ball to get out of it and trying to avoid putting the tying run on base with the dangerous Gunnar Hoagland stepping to the plate.
Franzen checks Grant at second. Here comes the 3-2. That one swung on, rope foul down the left side again.
And I think Franzen's idea here is maybe try to keep going with the fastball because the hitter is ahead of you. So the idea at the plate with Smith is you have to slow your bat down a little bit to try to time up what's being thrown. If you're Franzen, reach back, try to throw the fastball, and see if you can use that bat speed against him.
So here comes the 3-2. Breaking ball swung on and fouled out of play once again. 12th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Parker Smith not going down without a fight here.
Give Franzen plenty of credit, too. He keeps throwing the ball in the zone. Keeps throwing everything he's got, and Smith is fouling every pitch off. We'll see what Smith goes with 3-2.
3-2, swung on, again another foul ball. Towards the Suns' dugout. Franzen and Smith battling with each other here.
Franzen keeps throwing pitches that you can't do much with, and Smith keeps spoiling them. So who's going to make a mistake first? Is Smith going to chase something, or is Franzen going to miss?
We do it again. Here comes the 3-2. Breaking ball inside, ball 4, and that'll load him for Gunnar Hoagland. Nice at-bat there from Parker Smith. Great effort there on the mound by Franzen, but Parker Smith wins the battle and draws a walk.
And now the game-winning run, a game in DeLand, but Seminole County is the home team. Winning run is at the plate in Gunnar Hoagland. A shot into the gap would tie it, and if Hoagland gets a hold of one, Seminole County would walk off for the win.
Comes the first pitch to Hoagland. That one at the knees a little bit too low, 1-0.
Nothing is in the bullpen for the Suns behind Franzen. This is his game to save or lose.
Here comes the 1-0. That one is in there for a strike. Count is now even at 1. Topher Grant on third. George at second. Parker Smith on at first. Suns still lead at 10-7. Scorps could have an opportunity to tie this game with one swing of the bat, maybe win it. As Gunnar Hoagland swings through that one, 1-2.
And if you're the Suns, you are completely unconcerned with Topher Grant or Anthony George. You're only worried about Parker Smith. He's the tying run.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, and it's going to be fouled down the left side. He fooled Hoagland there. He just got a piece of that one. He hit it, got some good wood on it.
If you're Franzen, you weren't able to put away Smith. He spoiled pitch after pitch until he drew a walk. Now you have to try to find something to put away Hoagland.
Here comes the 1-2. He just gets a piece of that one and fouls it back. Hoagland walked back in the 5th. Here comes the 1-2. That one just misses down low for a ball. Count is now even at 2.
Yet again, just Franzen not able to put these hitters away. He's missed close on a couple of pitches that have been called balls that have been just off the black. Needs to find some put-away pitch.
Here comes the 2-2. Swung on. It's going to be roped for a base hit down the right field line. 1 run will score. George coming around to score. Parker Smith coming around to score. The throw to the plate from Foreignari. He's not going to be in time. Gunnar Hoagland headed to third. He's going to slide in, and he's safe. The Scorps tie it at 10. A 3-run double by Gunnar Hoagland. He goes to third on the air by Foreignari, and the Scorps now have life, and the winning run is now 90 feet away.
Yeah, a complete mistake there by Alan Alonso. Have to hit it, or I should say by the shortstop in Foreignari. He cut it there, and you just cannot make that mistake and put the winning run on third. Now let's see how the Suns decide to play it.
So now Riley Wash steps in. With 1 out, runner on third, infield is in. And that first pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0.
Infield in for the Suns. They would try to cut down Hoagland at any cost, as Rick Hall is going to come out and talk to Alex Franzen.
So Gunnar Hoagland coming through with a big-time hit there to tie this ball game up at 10, and now Riley Wash with an opportunity to win this ball game. As head coach Jeff Lemon comes to talk to Wash, and here's a big spot for him. Suns jumped out to a 2-0 lead yesterday. Scorpions struck for 5 in the second. The Suns tied it in the third, took the lead in the fourth, made it 6-5, extended the lead, made it 8-5 in the sixth. Seminole County struck back, scored 2 in the seventh to make it 8-7. But again, the Suns answered back, got 2 more to make it 10-7. And then Seminole County has scored 3 here in the bottom of the ninth to tie it at 10. And have an opportunity to walk it off here. Great ball game. Suns have 15 hits. Scorps with 10. Offensive showdown here tonight, this afternoon. And it's going to be an intentional walk, it looks like, to Riley Wash as they want to get the double play ball in play. And that'll bring up Josh Reynolds with runners on the corners with 1 out.
I would think about walking Josh Reynolds too, to load the bases up and take your chances against Lopez and Wells.
And here comes the first pitch to Reynolds, in there for a strike, 0-1. So the intentional walk to Rosh gives the Scorpions runners on the corners with 1 out. Breaking ball outside for a ball, 1-1.
With the slider that time that Reynolds was able to hold off, it started over the plate and ducked towards the left-hand batter's box. Good take by the right-hander.
Here comes the 1-1. That one swung on and fouled. It hit his shin area. So the count is now 1-2.
And it was the problem against Smith, the Parker against Hoagland. The problem against Gunnar Hoagland, you have to be able to put Reynolds away. He got 2 strikes on both of them, couldn't put them away. You have to be able to do that right here to get a big second out.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on him, this strike 3. He got him. Big strikeout by Alex Franzen on the breaking ball. And now Fausto Lopez steps in with 2 down.
So here we go. Winning run on third, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. And it's Franzen versus Fausto Lopez with the game on the line.
Here comes the first pitch to Lopez. That one in there for a strike, 0-1 on the inside corner. Lopez is 0 for 4 on the day. 2 strikeouts, 2 groundouts. Here comes the 0-1, that one inside. Count is 1-1.
If Franzen can get the second out, we would go to extras in the international tiebreaker. Suns would start with Hunter Foreignari on second, but Alex Franzen needs to get him there.
Here comes the 1-1. That one line drive. McNamara slides, knocks it down, throws it on to first for the final out of the inning. That ball was hit hard towards second base, but McNamara makes a nice play, knocks it down, sets his feet, throws it on to first for the final out of the inning. But not before the Scorps strike for 3, tie this ball game up at 10. We head to extra innings here at Melching Field at Conrad Park. You are listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. Tenth inning, top of the 10th, 10-10 your score. Kyle Richardson still out there, international tiebreaker, runner at second. That is Hunter Forinari. Mark Townsend at the plate against Kyle Richardson. He takes the first pitch ball on the inside half of 1-0.
And at the very least, the way the international tiebreaker works, it's kind of like a college football overtime. The home team has the advantage of knowing what they need, but the road team can essentially set the pace. If you don't score, you're in trouble, because then 2 non-hits can beat you. You're supposed to score 1 run. If you score more than 1 run, you take the advantage.
So here comes the 1-0 to Townsend. That one in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1.
You can kind of compare it to college football overtime. If you kick a field goal, well, you got something on the board, but you can still be beaten. If you score more than 1 run, that's like scoring a touchdown. It's going to be hard to beat you. You can tie it, but it's going to be hard for someone to overtake you.
That 1-1 is taken outside for a ball. 2-1 now to Townsend. Scored back in the 8th inning. Here comes the 2-1. That one upstairs for ball 3, 3-1.
I'm not going to lie, I would hear 3-1 with a non-pitcher. I'd put the arm out and just say, you know what, let's put this guy on first base and not have to worry about it. Because you don't want Richardson to groove one here and let Townsend put it into a gap.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So here comes the 3-1. He does throw one in the zone, but Townsend fouls that one off. So 3-2 now on Mark Townsend. Forinari on second. As there looks like there's going to be action in the Scorps bullpen as Michael Morse going over with Hayden Cross maybe to warm up. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on, chop, foul down the first base line.
Townsend trying to tuck it inside that first base line for the go-ahead hit, which would be his 5th trip to first base today. He has 2 hits and 2 walks, a single, a double, and walks in the 3rd and 4th innings.
So here comes the 3-2 on Mark Townsend. As Richardson steps off the rubber, shaking off the signs. Comes set, likes what he saw there from Wash. Here comes the 3-2. That one swung on, and he just got a piece of that one. Count will remain full.
Yeah, he went upstairs and he beat Townsend on that one. But the Stetson Hatter just able to get a piece of it and keep the at-bat alive. Probably would have been ball 4 if he'd watched it. But 3-2, having to protect the plate. He's expanded his zone.
Richardson looks at Fornari at second. Here comes the 3-2. That one chopped towards second base. George looks at the runner at second, but throws on to first for the out. So Fornari moves to third, and that'll bring up Peter Hutzel with one down.
And that's what you need to do. It's obviously not what you want, but it's what you need to do in that situation. You need to move that runner over to third. Now the infield's going to come in, and you've got Hutzel and Alonso with a chance to get that needed run across. And if you're Richardson, now everything's got to be to the plate. And he spiked breaking ball, and he sailed fastball, and the Suns are back in front.
So Peter Hutzel steps in with a runner on third, infield in. And that first pitch to Hutzel is high for a ball. 1-0. Richardson came in the ninth through a scoreless frame, trying to do the same here. As Hutzel takes that one upstairs for a ball, 2-0. If you're Hutzel here, you just don't want to do too much with it, as the 2-0 is upstairs for ball 3-0.
If you're Hutzel, you're just looking to elevate something here. If you get something here, taking all the way. I don't think there's any, unless the ball is just gifted to you in a tee, you don't want to swing at this 3-0 delivery.
As he does not, and it's down low for ball 4. So Peter Hutzel aboard with a walk, and the Suns have runners on the corners with one out. As Alan Alonso steps in.
I think if you're the Suns here, you're going to want to get Peter Hutzel in motion as soon as you can. Take away the double play ball that could sink your ship today. Maybe you can tell Alonso, hey, take a pitch. We're going to get Hutzel over to second base and maybe see if you can get into a first and third play.
And he takes that one outside for ball 1-0. It'll be interesting to see what Seminole County does in that situation, if Riley Wash goes ahead and tries to get Hutzel there at second or just holds it. Here comes the 1-0. That one taken outside for ball 2-0, and Richardson losing control a little bit here. As the pitching coach, Steve Stoll, signaling to the bullpen, hurry it up. Great ball game here, 10-10 here in the 10th inning. Suns with 15 hits, Scorps with 10. So here comes the 2-0 to Alonso. That one high and outside for ball 3-0.
I think if you see a 4-pitch walk to Alonso, you may see the day of Richardson come to an end. They may ask Morse to try to get him out of this situation.
Richardson steps off, trying to collect himself here. Here comes the 3-0. That one high and outside for ball 4, so it's going to be back-to-back walks, and the Suns have them loaded here.
And that's going to be the day for Richardson in all likelihood, as the meeting will come. We haven't seen the indication yet to the bullpen. Yes, we will.
Yes, we will. So looks like Michael Morse will be on here for the Scorpions to try to get him out of this jam. That'll be it for Kyle Richardson. We're going to take a quick break. Suns have them loaded. 10-10 your score. You are listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. Back at it, bases loaded, 10-10, Suns Scorps. As Michael Morse comes on the mound against Rodrigo Montenegro, and the first pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Morse 0-3 on the year, 7.46 ERA. This is his 10th game, 15 2/3 innings, 14 strikeouts, 7 walks. Here comes the 1-0. He checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1-1 now on Montenegro.
And Montenegro did not want to offer it that one. It would have been a 2-0 count if he had held up, but he wasn't able to do so. If you're Montenegro, the one thing you need to avoid here is a double play ball.
Here comes the 1-1. That one swung on. It's a ground ball towards second. The only play is to go to first. Anthony George gets him at first, but a run will score, and DeLand takes an 11-10 lead.
That was dangerous by Rodrigo Montenegro, but it was hit far enough to that first base side that a second baseman, George, in double play depth could not turn it. So Hutzel to third, Alonso to second, and the RBI ground out gives the Suns that needed run. You need to score in the ITB.
So runners at second and third now for Garrett Wallace, and that first pitch is high for ball 1-0. Big spot here for Morse. He can just get out of this inning here. It could be huge for Seminole County. Here comes the 1-0. That one in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1.
And for Seminole County, it'll be Fausto Lopez that starts on second. Nick Wells, Brooks Reichman, and Topher Grant will be the three tasked with getting him in.
Here comes the 1-1. That one grounder toward third. Reynolds picks it, throws it on to first for the final out of the inning. Nice job there by Michael Morse. They're coming in with a bases-loaded situation. However, the Suns do get a run. Lead at 11-10. We head to the bottom of the 10th. You are listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. We'll be right back. Back at it, bottom of the 10th. Here at Melching Field at Conrad Park. Suns lead at 11-10. They manufactured a run in the top half of the inning. Fausto Lopez at second. Nick Wells at the plate against Alex Franzen. He comes back out here.
Suns have set the pace with one. Seminole County has that one at second base, as Franzen's going to turn him back. If you're Seminole County, the least you need to do is get Lopez in, and then you worry about trying to walk it off.
Also, Seminole County got to be smart on the base paths here. As Bell squares around the bunt, it gets by Montenegro, and Fausto Lopez heads to third.
Now it makes things a lot easier for Seminole County, and if you're the Suns, you, for now, bring the infield in. With a runner on third and nobody out, you can bring the infield in. You probably don't do that with anybody else aboard. You don't want something trickling through that can beat you.
So here comes the 1-0 to Wells. That one in there for a strike, 1-1. And if you're Seminole County here, you got to bring Lopez home. No one out. Runner on third. It's been the tale of this season for Seminole County all year, unable to come up big in these situations, as that one is down low for a ball 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. That one swung on and fouled out of play. Towards the right side, count is now 2-2 to Nick Wells, who came in this ball game playing right field now. He hitting for Bobby Spitolski.
And if you're the Suns, you need 2 unproductive outs back-to-back to try to put yourself in a position to win the game.
That one swung on and just fouled down the left field line. Ball was hit hard, just a little bit out in front of that one.
And that continues to be the story for Alex Franzen. He's pitched pretty well. He's thrown strikes, and he got the Suns out of trouble in the 9th. But he just can't find that put-away pitch.
Here comes the 2-2. That one hits him. So Nick Wells aboard on the hit by pitch, and the Scorps have runners on the corners with no one out for Brooks Reichman.
Franzen has faced 8 hitters. He has put 4 of them on via the free pass, or 7 hitters, I should say. 4 on via the free pass. 2 hit batsmen, a walk, and an intentional walk to go with a double and 2 outs.
Reichman has reached base 3 times today. 2 singles and a walk, as well as headed for second. No throw. It's in there for a strike. 0-1.
And the fact the Suns infield was in there on that play is puzzling, because you could have had a double play ball you'd take, and now base hit could win it.
That 0-1 swung on and missed. Strike 2. He was late on that breaking ball. Top of the order on deck is Topher Grant waiting, as that one is high and tight for a ball. 1-2.
Infield in, outfield in as well, which again surprises me a little bit. If anything's hit over their head, the game's over.
Here comes the 1-2. That one swung on and fouled right back. Count will remain where it is at 1-2.
Although it doesn't make sense the outfielders are in, because on a base hit you want to be able to come up throwing to try to keep that runner at second base.
Absolutely. So Reichman here looking to elevate something. Here comes the pitch. That one is fouled and right back. Count is still 1-2.
If you're the Suns, Alonso's got the best arm there in right field. He'd be the one most likely to come up throwing to the plate, especially on a sac fly, to try to keep a lead intact.
Franzen sets. Here comes the 1-2. That one chopped towards shortstop. Checks the runner at third. Forinari throws on to first for the out. It's exactly what Franzen was looking for there.
There's your first unproductive out. You needed 2. You've got 1. Now you face Topher Grant, who has been on base 3 times in this game, and you need to get him to do something unproductive to give yourself a chance to win, and you need to get him out. They're not even going to try. They're going to walk him.
And they're going to walk him to go to Anthony George. So bases are loaded for Anthony George on the intentional walk.
And it makes some sense. George is hitting the ball really well, but it's not a decision to face Anthony George. It's a decision to, okay, we can win this game with a double play ball. Let's set ourselves up to do that, because a hit by George is going to beat us one way or the other, or tie us at the very least, as we're going to have a pinch runner here for Topher Grant.
And that runner on first, really doesn't matter on the scoring side of things. I mean, they want to get somebody obviously faster there. So they bring Jeremy Gunter in there to possibly break up the double play if there's a ground ball up the middle. So the bases are loaded, 1 out. First pitch to George. That one swung on deep towards left field. Going back is Towns, and he'll make the catch. Fausto Lopez coming home, and it's going to be a sac fly for Anthony George. As you can see, he's holding his head. He knows he just missed it. But the Scorpions do tie this game up at 11.
And by hitting the ball to left field, it freezes Wells at second. Gunter stays at first base. So the game is tied, and now it's on the hands of Parker Smith.
Smith faced Franzen in the 9th. It was, I believe, a 12 or 13 pitch at bat. He walked him. And the first pitch to Smith, he flies one deep towards right field, going back and making the catch is Alan Alonso in right field. So a sacrifice fly by Anthony George ties this ball game up at 11. Scorps unable to get another one home to end the ball game. We head to the 11th. Tie ball game. You are listening to the Florida League Baseball on YouTube Live. Top of the 11th inning, as this ball game is tied up at 11. Garrett Wallace will be on at second. Joe Burke leading things off here for the Suns against Michael Morse. Morse came in last inning with the bases loaded. Did pretty well. Got out of the inning. Only gave up a run. As Burke squares the bunt, he bunts it foul down the third base line, as that one almost looked like it was going to hit him there.
Yeah, that's one Burke probably needs to pull the bat back and see if it does hit him. But that's nothing you can bunt, and that high and tight, decent chance if you do bunt it, you're going to bunt it up in the air, and that does you no good.
So that brings the corners in a little bit. Hoagland is on the grass there. And the 0-1 swung on and missed, strike two. Got a piece of it right into the glove of Wash. Here comes a big pitch for Michael Morse.
Looks like Garrett Priestley is warming up in the bullpen for the Suns.
Morse checks Wallace at second. Here comes the 0-2. That one got him looking, strike three. There was a little bit of a pause there by the home plate umpire. I thought it was outside, and he got him looking.
And Michael Morse gets a big first out. That's huge in the international tiebreaker, because now you have to get a hit or some sort of miscue from the opposition to get the run across, whether that be a wild pitch or something of that nature. But you can't manufacture the run with, say, ball hit to the right side of the infield and a fly ball.
So Robert Bell steps in. And that one is taken high and outside for ball one, 1-0. Bell is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Here comes the 1-0. That one swung on deep towards right center field. Going back is Wells. It'll go down on a hop. The runner, Wallace, is coming around, and the throw is airmailed. And Bell will head to third on the overthrow. So Garrett Wallace scores, and the Suns lead at 12-11.
And the Suns just got gift-wrapped a run there, as if that throws on line to the plate, Garrett Wallace might have been out by 25 feet. But Rick Hall saying, you know what, I'm going to test Seminole County. I'm going to see if they can make a throw like that. They can't, and the Suns get that 1, but now the 2, which is huge in the ITB, stands on third.
So the Suns lead at 12-11 on the double by Bell as McNamara squares the bunt, pulls it back. It's low for a ball, 1-0.
Can't assume the out, so it is an RBI double for Robert Bell. And it gives the Suns the lead.
Here comes the 1-0. That one swung on and out of play towards the right side. Count is now 1-1.
McNamara 2 for 6 on the game. He's appearing at the plate for the 7th time.
That 1-1 on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. Morse definitely looking for the punch out here if he can get it ahead. See what McNamara does here with 2 strikes. Infield in. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on. It's a fly ball deep towards left field. Going back and making the catches. Smith, the runner at third, Bell will come home. And the Suns take a 13-11 lead on the sac fly.
And that's big in the international tiebreaker to get a second run across in this inning. It now means the runner they put on second, you ignore. You don't care about that runner. You deal with Hoglund, Wash, and Reynolds. Parker Smith's going to go to second. If you're the Suns, you don't care about that.
So base is now empty. Here comes the first pitch to Hunter Forinari. He lines one right up the middle for a base hit. Nice job there from Forinari, and the Suns not done yet with a runner on first and Mark Townsend at the plate.
Put Hunter Forinari on for the 5th time today, and if you include him being on the ITB last inning, Hunter Forinari has been on first base 6 times in this game. 4 singles, a walk, and being on in the ITB.
And that one to Townsend is taken outside for a ball, 1-0. As Forinari headed for second, it's in there for a strike. The throw is not in time. As Forinari just got in there, head first slide, got a good jump, and now the Suns have a runner in scoring position.
And they have their best hitter at the plate in Hunter Forinari. He's been on base 4 times in this game. Single, double, 2 walks.
Here comes the 1-1 to Townsend. That one is taken high and outside for ball 2, 2-1. So the Suns strike for 2 here in this inning. Have 17 hits today. That one swung on. It's a high fly ball towards shallow right field, and it's out of play. Count is now 2-2. So 2-2 the count now on Mark Townsend. Michael Morse trying to get out of this inning, limit the damage. Here comes the 2-2. That one is high for ball 3. Count is now full, as Forinari will be on the move most likely here at second.
Remember, fans, we still have 7 more innings of baseball to play after the conclusion of this one, the full game today.
Here comes the 3-2. That one high for ball 4. So Mark Townsend aboard on the walk. And the Suns have runners at second and first with 2 outs for Peter Hutzel.
Hutzel 1 for 5. He's been on base twice with a single and a walk. Single in the 6th, walk in the 10th. And he will try to give the Suns even more insurance.
First pitch to him, high for ball 1, 1-0, and Michael Morse has missed there the last 3 pitches. Got to bring it down. Here comes the 1-0, that one. Right down the middle for a strike, 1-1.
17 hits on the game for the Suns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Suns with multiple hits in this game.
Offensive showdown here. Here comes the 1-1. That one, a high fly ball towards left field, ranging over to his right, and Making the catch is Parker Smith for the final out of the inning, but not before the Suns strike for two. They lead it 13-11. We head to the bottom of the 11th. You are listening to Florida League Baseball live on YouTube. We'll be right back after this. Back at it. Bottom of the 11th inning. Suns lead it 13-11. Parker Smith will be on second base. Gunnar Hoglund at the plate against Garrett Priestley, the lefty. The first pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0.
As you mentioned in the top half, if you're the Suns, you are not worried about Parker Smith whatsoever. That run does not hurt you. You focused all of your attention at the plate. One run doesn't beat you. 2 runs would extend, and obviously 3 would walk it off.
Here comes the 1-0. That one in there for a strike, 1-1. That one looked inside. Hoglund doesn't like the call. So the count is 1-1. Priestley checks Smith at second. Here it comes. That one in there for strike 2 on the outside corner, 1-2.
If you're Priestley, there's no reason to worry about that runner on second, because I would be shocked if Jeff Lemon put Parker Smith in motion. You don't want to risk getting him thrown out on the base paths. He's not going anywhere unless the ball gets away.
Hoglund hit the 3-run double in the 9th, and that one is high for ball 2, 2-2. Scorps were down 10-7 in the 9th inning, but we're able to get a big hit from Hoglund, and now we are in the 11th. Here comes the 2-2. That one swung on, and it's a pop-up towards foul ground going, ranging back, and running out of room is Garrett Wallace. He made a diving effort, but it was in the Suns' bullpen.
Yeah, that ball just got out of play. Wallace ran all the way back from third base to try to track it down, but just ran out of room, so another 2-2 pitch will come to Gunnar Hoglund, who represents the tying run.
Riley Wash on deck. Reynolds in the hole. So here comes the 2-2 as Priestley gets the sign. Checks Smith at second, and here comes the pitch. Smith headed for third. That one down low for a ball. He is safe at third. Risky there by the Scorps, but it pays off as Smith is in there safely at third.
Yeah, that was exceptionally risky, but it wasn't an easy pitch for Montenegro to corral. He made it close, but unable to get the out.
So here comes the 3-2. That one inside for ball 4. So Gunnar Hoglund aboard on the walk, and the Scorps have runners on the corners, no one out.
Now that's the runner you're concerned about. That's the tying run. The infield isn't going to worry about going to the plate. They'll go to second base to try to turn a double play if a ground ball is hit, as the winning run represented by Riley Wash, who's 0 for 4.
Wash has struggled at the plate. Did reach on an intentional walk in the 9th. He swings and grounds one towards third base. Wallace throws it on to second for 1, and that's all he's going to get. Smith will come around the score. Wash is safe at first. And the Scorps now trail 13-12.
So that gets that first run in, the run you're supposed to score. Good play by Wallace to make the play and get the lead runner in Hoglund. Now Wash represents the tying run. Reynolds represents the winning run as he stands at the plate.
Josh Reynolds struck out in the 9th inning. Last time up. Trying to make up for it here. Here comes the first pitch. That one down low for a ball, 1-0. Wash started the game at first base, then moved his way to third later. So here comes the 1-0. That one taken outside for a ball, 2-0.
Want to avoid walking this batter would bring Fausto Lopez to the plate with the winning run on first and the game tying run a base hit away.
Bottom of the lineup most likely going to have to come up big here to keep the Scorpions alive in this ball game. So here comes the 2-0. That one swung on, line drive. Diving catch there from Alonso. He throws it on back to first. It gets by Burke, but Montenegro there to back it up. What a play there by Alan Alonso, as he's a little bit upset and right because he knew he had Wash doubled off if he threw a ball to Burke that was on the money.
Yeah, Alonso really upset there that he thought that he could have ended the ball game right there, but he has no reason to be upset. He made an outstanding play to get the second out of the inning and get the Suns an out away from finally ending this ball game, trying to get DeLand one more out. It's Priestley against Lopez, who is 0 for 5.
Lopez hit a line drive to second base his last time up that McNamara made an unbelievable play, and he swings and fouls that one back 0-1. A game-saving play there by McNamara in the 9th inning. As Lopez trying to continue this ball game here with a base hit. Wash gets his lead off first. Here comes the 0-1. That one outside for a ball. Count is now even at 1. Lopez 0 for 5 today. Does have 10 hits on the year. Here comes the 1-1. That one down low for ball 2, 2-1.
Nick Wells, who was plunked last inning as the first hitter, is scheduled to hit next for Seminole County should the game continue past Lopez.
So here comes the 2-1. That one upstairs for ball 3, 3-1 now to Fausto Lopez. Got to be in his wheelhouse here.
If you're Priestley, just got to concentrate on throwing strikes. You've gotten outs when you've thrown the ball in the zone. You walked Hoglund and then got a ground ball out and a fly ball out. If you're able to put stuff in the zone, and contact has not been exceptionally hard.
So here comes the 3-1. That one catches the outside corner for a strike, and the count now runs full. Wash will probably be on the move at first. So here comes the payoff pitch. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3, he got him. The Suns will win this game 13-12 in 11 innings. Ryan, what a ball game.
Yeah, both teams had ample chances to win this game, but in the end, it's the double by Robert Bell that really proves to be the decisive blow in this game. That got the first run across. It set him up to go to third, get the second run across on a sac fly, and with 7 more innings still to go tonight, it's DeLand that gets the first win. The Suns go to 22-9. Last season's championship team was 22-16. So the Suns evening last season's mark in the win column, and they'll look to get to 23 in about 40 minutes or so.
That was a real tough one for Seminole County. Had opportunities, especially there in the 9th inning with a runner on third, the winning run, unable to get it home. And, that was a very difficult game for Seminole County. They battled hard. The bats were hot. Scored 12 runs in this ball game. Really can't ask that much more from your offense. Seminole County now moves to 5-21-1 on the season. Still in that 5th spot because Winter Garden lost in Game 1 against Sanford. So Seminole County here with a opportunity to get on the winning side of things. In the second game here of this doubleheader, it will be a 7-inning game. Ryan will be on the call. Again, Suns 13, Scorps 12. Suns had 17 hits and 2 errors in the field. Scorps 10 hits, no errors on the field. Matt McClure, Ryan Murphy signing off. We'll see you in about 30 minutes for the second game.